The accused of our brethren is cast out.
That's right.
All right, there's shameful spewing. He mentioned it. Yeah. Shameful spewing on your glory, man. This also proves that the both Northern Kingdom, them being targeted like this, they're being oppressed right along with you.
That's right, brother.
Yeah, that's
right.
Oh.
No, you got it.
No, because look up that word, go back to the Greek categoreo, which means to put in a category.
Right.
Like I said, when they see the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they ain't even got to get to know them first. They automatically making judgment.
Put you in a categorized.
Yeah, categorized. Yeah.
Yeah, you walk in the store, they start following you.
Yeah.
And I've noticed now they doing that to the Northern Kingdom.
Yeah.
As if every Northern Kingdom person that walks in the store is trying to steal. Because these migrants, hey, look, man, if I didn't have nothing at all, hey, I'm gonna go in the store and try to feed myself too. All right, but it's like that's been something that they've always done to Jake, even when Jake's spending lots of money.
Yeah. And the funny thing is,
why Esau's the one that's actually robbing
you took it out of my mouth.
I feel sorry for the
Department of Justice, and you go by year, and you go look at the complete stats of all the crimes and by races and everything, women, men,
not arrest, actual convictions, because they got two separate stats. They say niggas is the top, but those are just arrests.
Right.
And a lot of those are false arrests even.
That's right.
You gotta go to actual convictions.
And you go into convictions, and you'll find out that Edomites lead in every single category except for petty robbery. Petty robbery is the only one that Jake actually leads.
Because Jake's stupid. Because you know what? Hey, look, man, if you're gonna be a robber, hit a bank, man. What's wrong with you? That's what Esau does.
But he's scared for the time.
Esau, he go big, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's funny. I heard a comedian say it. When Jake, hit a bank, it's a robbery. When Esau hit a bank, it's a heist. or embezzlement. Because they'll go embezzle some shit.
Because they're going to put a whole enchilada.
I got something real quick. This Proverbs 19 and 9, it says, a false witness shall not be unpunished. And he that speaketh lies shall perish.
That's right.
So,
and we're inundated with lies, and they have not been punished. So the Lord said, if the Most High, just because judgment isn't executed speedily amongst the wicked, their hearts are fully set in them to do wicked. So Esau's been stacking sin on top of sin, on top of sin, on top of sin, the heathens on top of sin, on top of sin, 2/3 on top of sin, because they have not got punished for it. Right? But now it's Esau's downfall, right? The Most High starts to get him now.
I got something for you right there. This is for that. This Wisdom of Solomon 19 and 1. As for the ungodly, wrath came upon them without mercy unto the end, for he knew before what they would do. So like you said, Lord just allowed you to fulfill your measure of wickedness so you can have judgment without mercy when it finally comes time for you to pay.
That's perfect.
I have something to back you up. This Proverbs 30 and 10. It says, accuse not a servant unto his master, lest he curse thee, and thou be found guilty. You going to that word accuse right there. It's the son which means slander. Right? And he been slandering the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man, ever since he got in power, man. But guess what? At the end of the day, the Lord will find you guilty.
Matter of fact, bro, go ahead and bring that scripture up.
This is Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Right. So right now, Northern Kingdom is being made the face of the problem of America. All right. And this is not by accident. This is by design. Because like that Edomite says in that video, he's like, we got to get ready to protect our streets and our houses, and the law enforcement is stand, so we're going to have to do it ourselves. So basically what he's saying is that hey, it's about to be open season on the Northern Kingdom.
That's right.
That's what he's saying.
That's right.
All right. If we can, matter of fact, if we could play it. Go ahead. Yeah. Put it on.
All right.
While you turn it up, I'm gonna talk about this other video real quick.
That's right.
Oh, you got it. Go.
I'm watching the news. Tonight I was watching the news, and I'm watching the
news. They can just hear it. They ain't got to see it.
And I'm going through all these different news networks to make sure that they're all saying the same damn thing. It seems as if these guys that just attacked these New York City police officers not too long ago, these migrants that weren't responding to commands from the police officer, that were loitering outside of one of the migrant shelter buildings, 5 of them were all tied to that Venezuela.
The Second American Civil War is going to make the
Hold on.
conflict look like.
You know what? I was gonna actually go into that video,
Yeah, me too.
but that's the spirit.
That's the spirit, because
That's what it's gonna lead up to. But if you didn't hear it, he said the Second American Civil War. Let's pause it for a second. He said the Second American Civil War is gonna make what's going on with Hamas and what's going on in the Red Sea, look like a holiday. It's gonna make it look like nothing.
Pale in comparison.
And for a moment it is, because those things are gonna go nuclear. All right, but this thing that happens in America is going to be the worst thing since mankind has been, right? And what we're talking about, what he's talking about, is going to lead up to it. So because when these people, when he's going to get to it, when he says it, when they going after these Venezuelans and these gangs, they're not just going to stop there. They're going to go after the Issacharites and the Ephraimites and all the Native Americans,
Y'all all
Spanish,
look alike anyway.
that are already here. They're not going to do, when they start shooting, they're not going to differentiate from the Puerto Ricans up in Humble Park
That's right.
versus the Venezuelans that's walking around downtown.
That's right.
They're gonna send hot lead at them, all of them.
That's
All
right.
right.
No, matter of fact, right now the Mexican cartel is infiltrating the Blackfeet reservation in Montana. So I think that's a setup too. They go ahead and go free range on gas too.
Yeah. I saw something about that. Go ahead.
And I'm watching the news, and I'm going through all these different news networks to make sure that they're all saying the same damn thing. It seems as if these guys that just attacked these New York City police officers not too long ago, these migrants that weren't responding to commands from the police officer, that were loitering outside of one of the migrant shelter buildings. 4 or 5 of them were all tied to that Venezuela Tren de Aragua or something gang, and there's talk of them possibly joining some MS-13 gang here as well. Then we have the shooter at the parade. That's he's some illegal that's here. And then we have the fella, the migrant, the teenager that just got picked up in New York that shot at a security officer when he was trying to mug somebody.
We're still
And
good.
hit
We're
an
still
innocent
live.
Yeah, we're still live.
bystander who was paying for a pair of shoes. And then 2 police went on chase to chase this kid down, and he shot at them twice before being apprehended. I mean, I don't know, people. There's a huge issue right now. And it's confirmed that these guys are many of the drug cartels are here. Or not drug cartels, but the Venezuelan gangs are here. And they're getting together. They're coming together. They are building. They are trying to come together in communities. I don't know how many videos I've seen of police officers having to go into migrant shelters to break things up and then end up getting attacked and swarmed by migrants that are in the shelter, refusing to listen, refusing to comply. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting the fact that this is going on all across the United States now. And it's not just sanctuary cities anymore. These people are showing up in states that are not sanctuary cities. When I was down in Tennessee, you can see the amount of Hispanic people that were there. It's not normal to see in that area, especially that time of year. And even the fellas in the shops and stuff down there were making comments about, man, just this is crazy, with the amount of migrants and stuff that we're seeing here. We've never seen this before. And now all of a sudden there's reports on the news in Middle Tennessee of buses dropping off migrants and stuff there. It's happening everywhere. It ain't just happening where people were saying it was happening anymore and that's it. It's happening everywhere. This is absolutely crazy. And I think people in general need to be ready for what's going to happen in the future. And most of you guys are asleep. There may come a time where we have to protect and defend our own families and neighborhoods and stuff like that, and we don't have enough law enforcement to do so. We don't have enough law enforcement to help us. It's pretty scary. I know where they come from. It's ruthless. They emptied out their prisons, they emptied out their jails, their leadership there don't want them back anymore. It's been in their own news over there that they don't want them back. They couldn't afford to keep them. And on top of that, the nasty people that they are, they're ending up here, in the neighborhoods with our families and children. And their kids are being taught just like they were taught back home, here. And we're putting up with it. We're allowing it to happen. And allowing these children to take up their children to take up spots in our schools, because every single child gets allotted a certain amount of money for that seat being taken in that school. So they're going to fill up as many as they possibly can. And then when you start seeing like mayors and stuff coming forward, talking about how illegals are more important, the focus on their well-being and stuff right now is more important than anything else, that should be a huge, huge red flag and an eye-opening statement and observation that they don't give a shit about you anymore. And they've blatantly, openly spoke and said that, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. And I think by election time, there ain't nothing you can't do. Even when election time hits, before you really see an effect of anything being done, it would have already been too late. Well, that's all I got for now.
Well, you can shut him down.
Wake up call.
Because that was he said more than enough. All right, and he even called them the nasty people that they are. When you know when you damn Edomites have to be taught how to bathe and how to cook your food. All right, but nevertheless, he's letting you know that he has no love for you satanic Hispanics. For the northern kingdom of Israel, and you're gonna learn. A lot of you are gonna learn that you are not white and that you are not welcome. All right.
Right.
Even though there's no such thing as white, but but nevertheless, you're gonna learn that you're not one of them and that you're not really welcome, man. And these people are, he's got the mindset to where he wants to. They're gonna shoot you down in the streets, man. And which is good, and that's just gonna bring on other things, because not only that, as a result of this, the truckers are getting together. He probably was a trucker. I don't know if you know it, but they call him the Escape from New York reality, because the truckers have gotten together and decided that, like, especially these places that went after Trump, the truckers are not going to deliver goods and services to them. Yeah. So the truckers have vowed that starting tomorrow, they will not be accepting any loads of anything going to the state of New York. All right. As a matter of fact, let me send that video and see if I can get you to play that one. All right, because somebody get Daniel 12:1. Because and then it's funny too how in the midst of him saying that such a serious video, which is really he's advocating violence. He was really advocating violence against the people who just came across the border. Once again, he didn't mention nothing about the Africans, the hundreds of thousands of Arabs, the hundreds of thousands of Chinese. He didn't mention nothing about them. They're making the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Hispanics, the face of the issue of the border, and it's not just them. I got a video. Because while he's talking all that shit, Ishmael is ready to go, alhamdulillah on his ass. All right.
I got something.
Whatever the fuck that means, they ready to do that. All right.
This is an excerpt, and you can tell me when to stop. Because it's 16 minutes. We have to go through the whole thing. Scripture first.
Come on, let me get that scripture
first.
Okay. And I'm gonna send this to you.
Scripture always go first.
This is Daniel. Start at 1.
Just 12:1.
Yeah, this is Daniel 12:1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, as there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book."
So there it is, man. The only people that are gonna make it out of this time, all right, this very grim time is about to befall us all.
That's right.
Is the elect.
That's right.
All right, those who are found written in the book. The rest of you You know how did Denzel say in that movie? Didn't mention you.
Yeah.
All right.
If I may play a little bit of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Assaults and robberies, both are rising now that organized gangs are operating in New York City, and police say there could be hundreds of criminals out there, and they have no way of stopping them all.
They walked across the border for a better life, but now they are walking out in handcuffs. The police say they're living a dream with committing crime.
Police say a gang terrorized New Yorkers, robbing them and then hacking their phones.
Girls too.
Bank accounts of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Surveillance video shows the moment two masked men broke into the back of a Bronx bodega, walked up to the register, and made off with $100,000 cash.
What? Wait, pause. What Bronx bodega?
Right.
It's got a orchestrated snatch and grabs with the perfect camera angles every time,
Right.
showing you niggas run in and run out with shit.
Zoom in.
They're doing the same thing with this.
Right.
So this is propaganda news. You can't tell me they're different. That's it may be real. All right, that's shit that's really happening. But when they're putting it up and they're elevating it like this, sensationalizing it, this is as fake as a Rolex I bought, in Chinatown, on my first trip to New York. All right,
That's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Especially with the bikes and the mopeds and the scooters, everyone's riding around. Police say this is one part of one migrant gang, and there are others.
And this is TMZ too.
No, I don't think it's TMZ.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not TMZ.
According to
Hold on, that's ad. Hold on, say 4, 3, 2, 1. Goddamn ads.
According to the police commissioner, the city is in the middle of a crime wave, and it's gang-related. Now, although some of the gangs are made up apparently of asylum seekers, what nobody's talking about is there's other high-profile gang-related activity being orchestrated by gangs of New Yorkers as well. We're talking everything from cell phone theft to pickpocketing. A crime spree involving bodegas has seen certain businesses lifted for over $100,000. And the next
Oh,
time
in
you're out
total.
at a bar,
I just
someone
wanted that
attractive
bodega.
approaches you and talks to you, they
Oh,
could
total,
be targeting
okay.
you for some crimes that are so heinous it makes me think it's probably not even safe to go out at night here. On top of that, some of the asylum seekers who've been caught up in this may have been exploited by gang leaders the police are now looking for. But before we get into why this is happening and how much damage is being done to the city, it's important to understand that many of the criminals who have been caught have already been controversially released without bail. So they're still out there somewhere for some reason. But what's alarming is that when last year ended, overall levels of crime in the city were down. There was a 12% decrease in extremely violent types of crime, but the reduced crime trend has reversed. And what most people don't know is that since 2019, overall crime in the city is up 32%, which means 1 out of every 3 New Yorkers are now more likely to be involved in some sort of incident. And the types of incidents happening now are unlike anything I've ever seen.
You can stop it right there. When you got because what happened in 2019, you got to remember you were still in the middle of a retail apocalypse. That still hasn't stopped yet. You can have a whole bunch of store closures now again. So we can add that to the problem. So if you have, so if they stop delivering goods and services to the state of New York, all truckers, then what other state are they going to target to do the same thing? Which is going to, so this is gonna go political. This is gonna put the left versus the right, and I'm willing to bet the majority of those truckers are Republicans, because you ain't gonna find too many truckers that are Democratic. All right, I mean I'm sure there's some, but the majority of them are gonna go for red because it just seems in their mind it seems to be better for them.
Self-sufficient.
All right, it seems that way. But meanwhile, they're so worried about Trump, and Trump is not even president, and he's saying things that's getting NATO all riled up and against America. All right, and he's not even in the White House yet, and things he's saying is further eating at the fabric of the glue that holds the NATO and the EU nations together. Now they're all at odds. All right. So between that Tucker Carlson interview with Putin, and then when Trump turned around and said how they need to pay their bills, we're not going to go help. I'm not going to go and help them. I'm not going to help them fight it. He was being proud about it. All right. And so the NATO's like, man, this is, tearing at the very fabric of what we are. You know, breaking us apart. So you can begin to see how the when it says that the nations shall hate the whore and shoot fire upon her, the stage is being set, man.
That's right.
All right, for this thing that the Bible refers to as Jacob's trouble, it's real. It's very real. Go ahead, brother.
They even promoting the movie Civil War that's about to come out.
That's right. But this is adding to it.
So,
all right, because this is from Chicago Sun-Times. More migrants are being arrested every month for retail theft in River North, Dart said. Monthly arrests were in the single digits a year ago, but have risen to 92 migrant arrests for shoplifting in December, according to the sheriff's office. That number is expected to keep rising.
Yeah, the Venezuelans that came up here, and not just them because it's more than them, but I believe the other motherfuckers are military. The Venezuelans that came up here, these are, I know y'all was mentioning earlier, but these are surely the criminals. Because the ones that's for Venezuela, the productive members of society, they stayed down there. They know why they crashed. They understand because America wanted to put a puppet in office.
That's right.
And fucking send out economical hitmen.
That's right.
And they know who ruined their fucking jobs, who ruined their way of life.
It's America.
So they not coming up here. Hey, this is Psalm 50. I'm going to start at 16 and go down. This is Psalm 50, 16. But unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? This is talking about the wicked right here. Which originally, you know, the scriptures manifold is talking about the wicked of Israel. We read this and we apply it to Esau, Edom. Because how did Israel even learn it? You know, it says you're your father the devil. So let's jump down to verse, I might just keep going. Seeing thou hatest instruction and cast my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. So these are the ones that's in league together. The wicked is in league with the wicked. So Esau don't got an upstanding member of society coming to travel to be in America. That's not how this place was started. That's not what's happening now. These are the wicked motherfuckers of them lands coming here, and ultimately gonna get their judgment. That's another proof that these are the wicked coming up here. Hey, the brother Donnie Alaba was talking to him, asked where he was from. He said Caracas, which Caracas is like Old Block or where Little Village used to be, or any other like ancient word. That's right. Any Inglewood, K-Town, but times 5.
Right.
All right, but times 5.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right.
So these are people that's up here.
He said he saw some other ones from another little town in Venezuela, and he asked them, were y'all from Caracas? They was like, no, we're not from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, no.
Please don't put that label on us.
Right.
But check this out. You can't make this up, brother. The brother I'm on Abad. I'm on Gabar is live right now on the same talking about the truckers. All right, and he said it's bad when truckers stop trucking. Truckers boycott driving to New York.
And California next.
And then it said Trump-loving truckers refused to drive to NYC after his $355 million fraud ruling. And they're demonizing this man. And now the same way that the EU is breaking up, that the NATO is breaking up, America's breaking up within America the same way internally. This shit, the Lord is really destroying these Edomites right in front of your face.
In your face.
That's 20%. That's supposedly on the good end. That's 20% of his value. You gotta imagine getting punished. Somebody taking 20% of your fucking money, and then plus the legal fee. That's just the penalty. Plus the legal fees he gotta pay. Then plus the appellate, the more legal fees he gotta pay. You know, if Trump wasn't ready to be against his puppet masters, he surely is now. If he wasn't ready to spill on the left, he surely is now. All right, hey, you guys are divided, man. Them 10 toes. Hey, it said that clay and iron wouldn't mix, man.
Yeah.
Fiery clay.
Trump gonna be riding around a Tupac, talking about when we ride on our enemies.
Maybe quite literally listening to Pop.
That's right.
Like literally using
Hey, I just saw Trump in his golf course with some speakers and shit, acting a fool. You know what I'm saying? But no, the Lord has caused division. You know, he said if a kingdom be divided against itself, it will
Go ahead and get it, brother.
Right.
Go ahead and get it.
I have some real quick.
Bring it up.
This Isaiah 19 and 15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So it's prophecy. The Lord is breaking this whole system down, man, systematically. And we're just watching it play out. Right? The Lord already said it wasn't going to be no work, but now we're seeing how the infrastructure is being broken down.
Yeah, you jump up to 2, it says it's gonna be Egyptian versus Egyptian.
That's it.
So they divided.
It's the same. Okay.
I think St. Benji is holding that.
Yes, Isaiah. Yep.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah 19:2. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, which Revelation 11:8 lets us know that the place we were taken to in Deuteronomy 28, the place we were taken to on slave ships is spiritual Egypt. All right? So Americans versus Americans.
That's right.
All right? And they shall fight everyone against his brother. That division. Edom against Edom.
And the men of the Lord have been saying this on the highways and byways since I learned of this truth. The apostles were out on the highways and byways in 2007, right? 2008, 2009. You know, the brothers picked up they passed the baton, and the men of the Lord have been saying that message ever since then, man.
Yeah.
Right? And now it's happening.
So,
no, go ahead, brother.
These Edomites, these Edomites are saying these days over the last couple of years, this is the worst time to be a straight white male. And you know what they blame for that? Finally, Edom is pointing fingers at somebody that's not a nigga. They blame the left, other Edomites.
Yeah.
All right. They blaming the liberals, man.
Right.
And then the liberals, who they got everything they finally fucking wanted. You was fighting them so you can marry same sex. Well, you got that bullshit, and they still complain that we oppressed and all this, and they coming against white people. And you know what's crazy about this? Who they defended? Us. They got the white guilt. Hey, this is the will of the Lord. It says they should
Seek the please the poor.
No, that's a good one too. It's a rock. It says they should be ashamed of complaint of ungodly father. They should be because they should be reproached for his sake. So you got the left saying you did all this to blacks, and you sit all over the place. You did all this to blacks, and all this to these people. They doing this. They went through all of this. All right, and that so they hating the right because of that, and then the right hating them because for one they talking shit against them, and then you got the nerve to be a nigga lover. All right, they ready to fucking go at it.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 12:25. YAHAWASHI.
No, it's okay. I do, but you can't.
No, go ahead, finish it.
I like to win.
Matthew 12:25. YAHAWASHI knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall his kingdom stand? And if by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do you children cast them out? Therefore they shall be your judges. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of God, then the kingdom of God is coming to you.
God, we know that Satan right there is talking about Esau, Edom.
That's right.
Because Job 9:24 tells us the earth is in the hands of the wicked. He covers the face of the judge thereof. So he put up his images. That goes with Isaiah the 14th chapter, 2 Thessalonians the 2nd chapter. That son of perdition did just that. He deceived the people with his lies. So he's the God. He's the angels. He's the Israelites. He's the Japanese. He's every type of judge or
Bible book. He just gave me a book about the Bible, breaking down the stories of the Bible. Everything you just said, and they got all the stories of the Bible, even the Maccabees, proving that the Apocrypha has always been a part of the Bible. And of course, every character in the Bible, including the enemies of the Israelites, everybody's white.
This nigga the last samurai.
And all that history took place in Europe. I mean, not in Europe, but in Asia and North Africa, northern, you know, where it's connected. Northeast Africa, all right, and North Africa too, right there on the Mediterranean.
Well,
the whole area were all, outside of Edom was all melanated, including what they fraudulently call Europe. Europe is a part of Asia. That's why they say Eurasia or Euro-Asia, all right. All those people were melanated, man.
Well, even in parts with the land they call Asia, that was the land of Canaan, the land of Philistines. Those are Hamites.
Right.
That was like the Horn of Africa, really.
Yeah.
You had the land of Canaan, Philistines.
Yeah.
Under them, of course, you got Mizraim. These are Africans.
God.
Black as hell, hot.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the whole
purple black.
What they refer to as the Middle East, and all that area where where Israel is in Palestine,
Right.
going all the way up to Iraq. Canaan was all in there. That was, and Canaan is the son of Ham, a so-called African.
That's
Right? So
Yeah.
come on, man.
Right.
So how is it everybody in this Bible story, all these people are white?
David and
Samson,
Goliath.
David, Goliath,
All
David and Goliath both was white.
Moses
come
turned
on.
his white skin.
It's
white.
like, come
skin
on,
white.
man.
How is it a
Everybody else so for Esau.
Eglon.
Yeah, right. If I may, I gotta hit this in the NLT because it even so more plain there. This is Matthew 12:25. YAHAWASHI knew their thoughts and replied, "Any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed." And now it's because the brother just meant about the civil war. A town or family splintered by feuding will fall apart. All right. So that civil war. This is actually part of Esau's plan. Esau wants to put the civil war in. The
elites.
Right, the elites.
The elites of Esau, mainly Amalek, at the head of that. Go ahead.
No, but
The basis of man.
Because by order of chaos,
right.
by order of the chaos, that's how they get. They want to finish the
Somebody
fulfillment,
get when they fill their belly.
the fulfillment of their plan.
Which means we're close to that.
That's right.
Because they're actually about to fulfill their plan.
That's it.
Because this chaos has to come. We're looking forward to it.
Right.
Right.
They pulling the strings.
Right.
Really, it's the Most High God that's got them in a trick bag because it's the Most High God, the Creator, that's pulling the ultimate strings.
Come on, dog. Boosie voice.
Come on.
Come on,
Right, with all that white people, right?
Right.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Deceive our heads, man. The Lord got these devils deceived, man.
That's it.
That's right.
Who got it? Who got with the elder prophet?
Yeah, this is Job 20, verse 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him."
And see, that's what we waiting for. Right? When so as soon as he implements all these plans, that's because when he do what he gonna do and it starts to affect the elect, then that's when the Lord gonna send Michael to beat that ass. All right? And then the Lord gonna show up and Esau, stop being pull the trigger, man. Push the button. Push the button, all that, man.
They're doing it. It says though it tarry, it will surely come when not tarry. So it's the fullness of it is taking its time, but the Lord got all this planned out. Esau was really shooting himself in the foot. He cheddar bob. I always say cheddar bobbing himself, man. Him bringing these damn immigrants in, so because they mentioned about they need them for the votes and all this shit. But really, this is only destroying your economy even more. Because now you got to shell out more money to some motherfuckers that's not citizens. And then it fucks you up even more because then the right is pissed. They hurt and struggling.
Why your citizens can't eat, can't get work,
But you can fund these damn rainforest monkeys, as they would say. You can fund them so they can come up.
That's what they calling them?
No, I just made that up, but that's some shit they would say.
But that's what
I hope it catches on. Esau used that.
It probably will. You know they be watching us.
You funded them, but your own citizens is hurt. They pissed about this, man. You really fucking yourself up.
Con, you know what? I'm gonna read this. One of the brothers just put up this Jeremiah 49 because I was gonna call on it anyway. So that's the spirit. But it's Jeremiah 49:7. It says, concerning Edom, for all the brother, for our affliction is but for a moment. All right. But it says, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel no more perish from the perish from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? All right. So they're not looking too intelligent right now with the decisions that they're making. All right. Because they think they're stupid enough to think they can control chaos.
And they disagree. There's a lot of infight shit that we don't get to see.
That's right.
But a lot of these decisions is one side, and then the other side is mad. Like just like the Brexit. Soros. It was different leaders that we know got pulled. That was like, don't do this. Mm-hmm. But this side still was like, no, fuck, we gonna do it. There's a lot of infighting amongst the elites of Esau, man.
Let them cut each other. But it says, Jeremiah 49:8, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him. the time that I will, the time that I will visit him. So the Lord getting ready to bring that pain to you. You know, method man. He came to bring the pain. All right. It says, Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. And we can't wait for that, man. For you to, because he's going to eliminate the Edomite seed, and it takes the seed of the man to continue a race. All right, it has got none of all this mixed race child. There's no such thing, man.
Right.
That's another lie that Esau started to create confusion, man. Yeah. Whatever you are, is you or whatever your father is. Point blank. Period. Yeah. All right. If your mama married to a white guy, and I don't care how dark you come out, right? How brown you come out, how kinky your hair, all right?
He's a Edomite.
You still an Edomite, man. You're just a chocolate covered Edomite, man. Point blank. Period. Right. Which them black only fools don't like to acknowledge or even talk about that. All right, because if you dark, you're good in their eyes.
The Lord gave us an excellent example back when we was downtown. Got one chocolate tear that used to come by.
Oh, I remember.
And then we asked him to show him his art book. He's like, no. Ask him Jake to show his artwork. Okay, now this is when I made this back in 1952.
You be mad that you should have asked.
Jake roll up trying to show it to you anyway.
Right.
Trying to sell it to you.
It's a bum ass, and this shit was whack as hell.
He's a fucking weirdo.
That's what I feel.
He was a weirdo because I actually was inside the Dunkin' Donuts getting the coffee and saw him on there with his book open. So so I peeked at him and he was drawing women's clothing and dresses and stuff.
Right.
Wow.
I was like, that's why he didn't want to show it to you.
Because he knew he was a little.
So he was old.
Superman.
Fruity dude, man.
But these scriptures has to come to life. The Most High said, so should be the word that go forth out of my mouth and will not return to me void, but accomplish whereunto it sent it, man. These 2/3 to the heathens, to the Edomites, everything has to come into play. All these prophecies got to come to pass. So the Lord says that nation is going to rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom. This is how he's taking Babylon down. He's setting up, in America itself, versus Republican versus Democrat, left versus right, liberals versus conservatives, to the LGBTQ XYZ community versus the other community. There is so many divisions among Esau, just Esau.
Yeah.
Right? But we were talking about it earlier, Putin versus the West. Now the European Union, NATO, is actually have a lot of them got beef with Esau, Edom. This, you talk about the world.
Putin opened up a can of worms because he called out Germany. He pointed out the fact that how them blowing up that mainstream one destroyed Germany's economy, and then all of the countries that were doing dealings with Germany. And then he also said that, and this is how you know that he didn't do it himself. That's right. Why would he blow up his own? And he said that Nord Stream 2 is still operating. And you would think that they would just open it up to help their partners, to help their. It's like, look, well, you know what? We still need help over here. We're hurting. Can we just get the Russian, so that we can help ourselves and help, and they don't want to do it. So that's another. And then what's his name? Biden was on record saying how they were gonna stop this from going on. And then that black chick that took the stupid Elamite chick's place, Nikki, whatever her name is. Now you got the nigger woman in there that's being the spokesperson for the White House now, and she said the same thing. That they would guarantee that that those pipelines wouldn't that wouldn't be working anymore, and then it happened. All right.
I got a scripture.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah 47, started 2. Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the legs, uncover the thigh, pass over the river. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
And the Most High is exposing you from the rooter to the motherfucking tutor. He's showing you the pudenda, He's showing. Go look it up if you don't know what it means. He's showing you all the goodies and all the uglies, all that shit. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because he's got to expose it all. Like I said, the same way we was made a laughing stock and everything for the world to take and look at and say, look at this man that was so mighty. Right. Look at what the fuck. Look at how he's been humbled by us.
Aha!
Aha! Exactly.
Now the Most High is putting that aha! Aha! On Esau. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So he's got to expose this Edomite and all his wickedness and all his skullduggery and everything that the fuck he wants to do. Okay? He's got to expose it all. He's got to, like you said, he's got to show A through Z every motherfucking trick, every motherfucking sleight of hand, and this, whatever this man has used to deceive the world and the nations, he's gonna show it all. Then he gonna bring his ass down.
Yes, 2 Thessalonians 2:8. He said, I got it right here. This 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. I'm sorry, 3.
Yeah, get that medicine revealed.
God. So this 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right. So Esau got to be exposed for who he is. All right. He got to be shown to the world that he's the fucking devil. Mm-hmm. And he's going to get the judgment. It says what? Malachi 1:4. They should call him the board of wickedness. Mm-hmm. It says everybody that passed by shall hit him.
Right. And you got so many people around the world that are constantly putting up content exposing them, shaming them. Right. You Arab men, Arab women. What's that one Ishmaelite dude we think is Jake? Yeah, right, he's always coming on and what's his name? What's his channel, man? That dude. But he's always like Esau and exposing the crimes of their endeavors. And basically he says what we say all the time. I'm like, man, has this dude been watching our videos or what? Right. But he's very eloquent in his speech. He's got a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Charisma. He's very charismatic in his speech, right? But he's speaking the truth though, to a certain extent. Except outside of the fact that he says, black Africans that came to America, no, they were Israelites, man. They were not, right? They were not Africans.
Right. This dude right here.
Yeah, this guy right here.
You're not just an enemy to them. You're not even human. They need you to not be human. So that they can morally justify to themselves all of the cruelty and the brutality that they will employ against you to exploit you, to use you, and to pillage whatever you have that they want.
Pillage and plunder.
Because they want to be able to enslave and abuse you in good conscience.
Damn.
In good conscience.
He want to do it with a smile on his face. He want to do it.
Be a law of justice, right? You deserve this, nigga. Yeah.
So you justify
this video here is called "The Pathology of America: Dehumanization, Greed, and the Decline of Empire." It's from the webpage, YouTube page, with Middle Nation. I'm not sure what
Middle Nation goes hard.
Yeah.
They have a lot of information on that channel. It's a couple more like that.
What he basically was going into right there is what's that shit? Mockingbird. What's the series?
Yeah, Mockingbird. The
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Yeah.
So basically, it's like you need us to take your children and have this fight happen, because look at what happened before. Look what you did to yourself. Look how you destroyed things. You need us to fuck you up. All right, and that's what Esau is at with it now. This is ordo ab chaos. Right. Look how far you let things go and how bad it got. We have to put this chip in you and monitor everything and make sure we control everything. Because look what that freedom has done for you. Exactly. It's always like that with the village. You had too much freedom. Now we have to do it. No, man, you just the devil. What's that Psalm? I'm gonna get it real quick. This Psalm 73.
Yeah, you set the trap, man.
Yeah.
For people to fall in. So you can come with your bullshit solution.
Yep.
That's it.
This is Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore pride compassed them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. So Esau was just a violent man. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. So they're proud about
boast
how
on
they
this
do
shit.
it.
They boast
You
on
need us to do this. We gotta police the world. We gotta go bomb you with our drones and all this. Cause look what you're doing over there. If we don't destroy your hospitals, you're going to oppress women and children. So we got to kill you, the women and the children.
I know, right?
That sounds about
That's all right.
I got a precept. This Revelations 11 and 18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and should have destroyed them which destroyed the earth." Because that's all they do is destroy everything, and they want to point the finger and make it seem like it's you, like you saying.
Right,
They want to say we the
humanity.
problem.
Right.
We massacring ourselves, so we got to come kill you and put y'all in slavery to help you.
Go
You're not
strong and hide
like,
your
come
hands.
on, man, you destroying the damn earth.
They push that whole narrative too. Well, you know, we know
Humanity.
we saved you from yourself. You were
Right,
savages.
right.
Yeah.
You were
Right.
savages.
No, the only savage
Was you when you showed up.
You showed up, right?
Exactly. When
Right.
you destroying every goddamn thing.
I just watched a quick clip about what they did to Nat Turner's body. You know.
Oh yeah, they went ham on
So
that.
you're the only savage, man. They skinned him and made purses and bags out of his skin.
Yeah.
Right, and then there's rumors that they even ate his flesh, and they definitely sold his bones as souvenirs.
Yeah, so that's
So who
wicked,
does that, man? You know, yeah, they only a savage would do that.
Yeah.
I got something real quick.
Bring it out, brother. We gonna get ready to wrap.
This Proverbs 4 and 16, because this Esau MO. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
Read that over Bible Bashar.
Yeah, they can't find no more.
Proverbs 4 and 16.
Come.
For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
So Esau, he is the wicked. That's his purpose. He can't get a good night. Well,
Exactly.
Right, he's played anyway when he sleep. But the point is, he don't feel accomplished when he can lay down in his day. So he comes up with some nefarious plan to fuck up something on earth. Something. He gotta cause some wickedness to happen.
Yep.
One way or another, man. Whether it's the beavers being down in South America where they got no fucking natural predator, all right, and they up there destroying whole ecosystems, whole rainforest.
Exactly.
You know,
Destroying every goddamn thing. Man. I know.
right, tasting beaver butt juice to figure out, oh, this tastes like vanilla. You know what? Now that we know this, we can go ahead and put vanilla flavoring on your food, but it's really the juice from beaver butt glands, man.
How sick is that?
And this is
How
not like a myth.
How the
This is
fuck
real.
did you find out?
What beaver butt did you lick?
I remember on a scary movie, it was like, I just licked everything. I said, what is this? I licked that too. That's Esau. He saw that beaver and just licked the shit.
Man.
What got in your mind though to make you taste beef ass?
He was probably eating beef ass to deal with this.
Before you stick
That shit is mind
he was
boggling,
finna
man.
rape that beaver, man.
That's it.
Wait a minute.
It's worse than you think.
So in the midst of his sexual folly, he discovered I can make money. Like, oh shit, I can sell this shit. Eureka!
Not to be a creeper or anything, but this tastes like vanilla.
Hey, in their point, then they used to call the females what? A beaver?
A beaver.
Damn.
And they called him the female part of beaver too.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Never even thought about it.
Say accomplish a diligent search.
He got to know everything.
So let me get this right. I'm gonna remove vanilla from the ice cream and from the candy and from and I'm gonna replace it with beaver ass.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta get out of this.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Lord, please. I mean, we gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he said he plotted against the just.
Exactly.
There's no outrage about this. This information has come out. This is true. You can fact check it.
Right.
We encourage you to do so.
Right.
And nobody gives a fuck.
Jake and Esau and the heathens are so
In
wrapped
bed
up
together.
Well, the thing is, Esau has taught them the selfishness of Esau. Everybody's in their own vibration, their own mind, their own way. So if it's not particularly right directly pertaining to them,
Right.
they just dismiss
It don't affect
and
me.
until they start to feel it, then they start to complain. But then if they come up again, let her Jake complain. He complain until he get the next
Pull your
$2,000.
boots up by your, put yourself up by your bootstraps.
Right.
Get over it.
And they
Right.
gonna pacify
They say you need to get over it.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, you eating worse things. You eat squid, right? You know what they just came. That's what they say. You worried about beaver, but you eat squid. And if you eat squid, you eat pig anus. So there's a thing that came out. Well, squid itself is already unlawful. But some of the fried squid, you cut it like circles.
Calamari.
It's calamari. It's pig butts. It's pig anus, man.
Hey,
So
They chopping up pig anus and throwing it in with the
squid.
With the calamari.
Supposedly.
Oh,
Well, you know what? I wouldn't put nothing past this.
I just said it just in case, but I'm believe he's doing this.
All right.
Hey, but y'all said, but y'all said it. When
That changed the whole perspective of that.
when like you said it, when they follow Esau Edom's way, but when it started to affect them, they complain about it. Was a consequence for your actions, man.
That's it. Right.
Yeah.
You following the basis of men. What the fuck you think?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
You reap what you sow.
Hence the reason why, Edomites are so at each other, and their women are giving up the goods, man. And I meant information when I said goods, but they're actually giving up the goods.
They're doing that too. That's right.
They're giving up the goodies and the goods.
A lot of
The
the
goody
history,
goods.
a lot of the condemnation, a lot of the history that has been used on Esau, Edom, in like the last 10 years or so. A lot of that information came from women, man.
From their women.
A lot of exposés from women. So this man is clear. He's truly fallen, man.
Yeah.
We gonna close with this one. Somebody, anything else y'all got?
I had some.
Grab that. What's the scripture I'm thinking of? He said we get to live to see our enemy fall. There.
Oh, Sirach.
Well, then I get this one while y'all getting that. This is Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away.
The world is, that's what the world is doing right now. The world is separating themselves from America, man.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, and the Israelis, that's why the South Africans and other countries, I forget the number, maybe it was 30 some countries.
It's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, but they took basically to trial to court about the Israelis bombing the damn Hamas, man.
Right.
All right, the world is saying, no, we can't roll. This is too much.
Yeah,
You're told yourself.
Because it's clear that they're bombing people.
That's right.
They just want to eliminate and move those people. So this is just Oklahoma to
Oklahoma destruction.
Black
Destruction.
Chicago and
Right.
in the Tulsa, Lane, Arkansas, Rosewood, it's the same shit.
So every
They just need to eliminate and move these people so that they can expand their own living
Get some of that
and get that oil and build that new canal so they can control shit.
Come.
That's what this is all about. And so through their media, they're just gonna keep saying how bad of a people it is. That shit ain't working no more.
That's right.
All right. Matter of fact, it really haven't worked since Vietnam.
That's
All
right.
right. It hasn't worked since Vietnam.
It's been all part of the downfall.
So because you still got people talking shit about that because
That's
you demonize those people and then they basically label them for terrorists for defending their own
Well, the
house.
truth is they came back and told us. We knew one that told us that the whole thing with Vietnam was they was following the harvest for the poppy fields, man.
Right.
And they got it. And people say America lost Vietnam. They ain't lose. They got what they fucking
No, they got what they wanted.
Hey, that's not
All right.
exactly.
Exactly.
And if you go into Obadiah,
But when they lost some 55,000 American lives that died for fucking nothing.
for drugs.
All right, so that they can elevate this all these people who own and have stock in these drug companies.
And they fucked up the foliage over there in the process of with all that Agent Orange and shit.
Also,
like
what's
that.
that movie?
Agent Orange, Agent Pink, Agent Blue,
Yeah,
Agent
yeah.
Orange. It was a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
bunch of colors, and each one of them drugs did a whole different thing to their whole ecosystem and
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
whole
Exactly.
families. You got to this day, you got Vietnamese coming out, being born to this day, being deformed and all kind of shit, just like in all these other areas where they put those chemicals and shit out there.
In the land and the water, yeah.
Most High's gonna get them for all that shit, man.
Also, what's that movie? American Gangster. They smoking drugs with the dead bodies from Vietnam and too. That served a purpose. That was one of the purpose too, to smuggle drugs in here.
Yeah, that's right. We done killed all these American boys. Let's just stuff some drugs in their coffins and send it
That's
back.
it. Hey, you killed so many of them anyway, they gotta come back.
Yep.
And one of the officers caught doing that shit has a show on Fox right now that shows you they don't give a fuck.
Of course not. Right. I mean, that's their MO.
Wow.
I had something real quick.
Bring it out, brother.
This Psalm 36:4. I'm gonna read in the NLT. It says they lie awake at night, hatching sinful plots. Their actions are never good. They make no attempt to turn from evil.
That's right.
And that's for anyone watching. That's talking about the so-called white man.
That's right.
The
The
self-proclaimed.
Caucasian.
The self-proclaimed, because he's not a white. They're not white. There's no such thing as white people. Red. They made that shit up. Right? Go do some
Caucasus
research.
Mountain.
God, I gotta appreciate this, cause the Lord about to destroy them for this wickedness. All of them about to get it, man. Even these other nations too. They think they getting away. This is Ezekiel 32:9. I will also vex the hearts of many people when I shall bring thy destruction amongst the nations into the country which thou hast not known. Yea, I will make many people amazed at thee, and their kings shall be horribly afraid for thee. When I shall burnish my sword before them, and they shall tremble at every moment, every man for his own life in the day of thy fall. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the sword of the king of Babylon shall come upon thee. By the sword of the mighty will I cause thy multitude to fall, the terrible of the nations, all of them,
Some of them.
all of them.
That's why this is going to be when the Lord brings
Worldwide.
World War III. It's going to be all the kingdoms involved, man.
Yep.
All right. Only people who are not going to be part of World War III are the hope for righteous elect. All right, but outside of that, everybody's involved.
All of them.
Everybody's involved. Go ahead.
And they shall spoil the pomp of Egypt, and all the multitude thereof should be destroyed. So the Lord about to bomb on y'all ass.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't about to get away
He
with
about
nothing.
to slap the shit out of everybody.
That's right.
That little skit, the slap.
That's right. Oh
He
yeah.
slapped everybody, little kids, everybody.
Slap me when I want
He
up.
slapped the hell out of everybody.
What up?
And this is GMS humble servant Aharon put Obadiah 1:15 in the NOT. The day is near when I, the Lord, will judge all godless nations, as you have done to Israel, so it will be done to you. All your evil deeds will fall back on your own heads. Right? And this is the time that we're living in. You know, the Most High is about to get his lick back.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
This is beautiful time to see our enemies fall, man.
Yeah, I got I got two scriptures. One of them is Proverbs 29:16. It says, "When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increases." And we seeing that. But the righteous shall see their fall, and we're gonna rejoicing seeing they fall. We're gonna rejoice when they fall. The scripture tell you, and I said in 14, it said the whole earth is gonna rejoice when the Lord take the scepter from the wicked, man. All right, and bring the wicked down, man.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna rejoice. You see, even the trees gonna rejoice. Which,
That's right.
yeah, even the trees gonna rejoice. So this scripture,
All creation.
all creation.
Because
yeah.
man, the bird, the Lord says the earth mourneth.
Yeah,
Right, and languages thereof. You got the earth, you got the animals, the bees, the birds, the trees, everybody. The Lord said in Isaiah 14, he said, no feller has came among us anymore. The Lord said, the trees are crying out, why are you cutting off all my limbs? Why are you cutting off all my branches? Every creature, we talk about it periodically. Where are the fireflies? Where are the dragonflies?
Black beetles.
Where all the creation that the Most High used to, you see
Daddy long leg spiders, the white butterflies, the monarch butterflies, the grasshoppers, all the things that I used to see as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, we used to catch grasshoppers, catch the lightning bugs,
Red centipede.
you know, and then let them go.
Yeah.
That's right.
And what the hell?
Put 'em in
turtle
a jar.
was herpes and shit.
Yeah.
Man,
They licked that too before they raped it. It's so weird, man.
Yeah,
Because
this,
in the ocean got herpes.
yeah,
And the
he's
koalas
a
got-
devil. That's why scripture say he's gonna destroy them that destroy the earth. This is Psalms 58:10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
That's doing the Watusi.
That's it. So that a man shall say, verily, there is war for the righteous. Verily, he is the power that judgeth in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's it. So this man is not above getting his judgment for the wickedness and the destruction that he's brought here. Like Elder Malcolm used to say all the time, he was the hammer and everything looked like a nail to him, and now there's no more nails. There's no more nails for you to do your wickedness on. Hey, yeah. Now, everybody look at him now. Okay, time to take it.
Everybody else got a hammer now.
Exactly. Everybody got a hammer, and you the nail, and he's the nail.
All right.
You're right.
Yeah, South Korea. I mean, it's like in North Korea, Iran, Iraq. That's why Isaiah 14 said, "The weak say I'm strong."
Yeah.
Right. Because now they have all, and I like, that's why I love the Obadiah when he says an ambassador sent amongst the heathen, and they laid a wound under all what Esau's done. The Lord has put. They use Esau's tactics that he used in the other nations. They're now bringing your own tactics and using them against you.
Yeah.
And that's just beautiful.
Hey, he went into what, over 400 treaties with the so-called natives
And kept
not a one. So guess what? Everybody's saying now, they smiling in his face, cutting deals, and saying fuck you. And ain't that what it says? The man that was at in Confederacy with them.
30%.
Yeah.
That's the problem with being done back onto you.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey man, we shook on that. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we shook at all these other agreements that you done failed and then busted.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck Esau and fuck these heathens, man. Make we all get their just deserts.
Fuck you
All of
2/3, man. You beaver butt licking ass niggas.
And the Most High gonna get them too for following Esau, Edom, and following the wicked.
That's about to be the joke.
That's a BBL.
Both you niggas and spiggers alike, man. That believe and cleave on to Esau. What's that saying that they say in Spanish? Is Mary White better than nation or some shit?
Oh yeah, better the race.
You know,
walking up threatening brothers.
you know. So so you believe that to be true? Okay, you go ahead. You know, it's meaning for you so-called Hispanic women. When you marry an Edomite, your children are Edomites.
That's right. Bring it up.
So
Whether they can speak Spanish or not.
right,
So,
you know, just because they look like one, they not one.
Look like one.
All right.
This is Micah 5.
Love his judgment since you love this devil so much. You love his judgment since you love him so much.
Yeah, you gonna wear his judgment right with him.
That's true. This is Micah 5:8. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of the sheep, who, if he go through both, treadeth down and teareth it in pieces, and none can deliver. Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies shall be cut off. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that I will cut off thy horses out of the midst of thee, and I will destroy thy chariots. I will cut off the cities of thy land, and throw down all thy strongholds. And I will cut off witchcrafts out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers. Thy graven images also will I cut off, and thy standing images out of the midst of thee, and thou shalt no more worship the work of thine hands. And I will pluck up thy groves out of the midst of thee, so I will destroy thy cities, and I will execute vengeance in anger and fury upon the heathen, such as they have not heard.
I got a swift one. This is on Proverbs 16 and 5, because y'all was saying for these damn 2/3. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh. Though hand join in hand, they should not be unpunished. And y'all wanted to join hand with the wicked, y'all gonna get punished as well with them. You're not gonna go unpunished. You want to love this devil, you're gonna die with this devil.
You know, they want to run through. They want to run through the field with the flowers and run down into the flowers with this Edomite.
Like Merc said, they the hold the flag nigga.
Yeah, right. The 2/3 got to die death by pain, man. Let me get that last scripture I wanted.
Sirach.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 25, verse 7. It says, there be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. In the tenth I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
And that's what we're waiting for. That's what actually we're witnessing, and it's a beautiful thing.
That's right.
All right, so to all you brothers who are putting up comments on the comment board, next time I'll do a better job to try to get to them. But you got a room full of elder brothers, so it's hard to. But
Elder Kabar says all the time, there's the lesson, and then there's a lesson within the lesson. There's brothers on the comment board that should be picking up those precepts.
Yeah, no kidding. You know, you could always go back and look at these. I'm looking at these precepts, man. The brothers is putting up fire. But
same year.
But we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh.
YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rakakwadash.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah. You know what I'm about to say.
You better get those black Beatles too, so I don't want to go.